Hi guys, I'm Nick from Electronic Arts. I'm here with three fantastic Galaxy of Heroes players slash YouTubers. I got here to my right, Nukin from Republic.
I have foreseen it.
We've got CrazyExcuses.
Aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper?
Cubsfan Han on the end over there.
Don't everybody thank me at once.
Squad Arena. This is one of the main draws, I think, for the game. When people talk about, like, the meta, they're usually referring to Squad Arena.
One of the first steps that I took when I first looked at it is I looked at what characters were being ran in the top. What is viable in the top? And every arena shard is going to be different. But if you look at the top of your arena shard, figure out which characters do I already have that I'm seeing showing up here. What character maybe do I need to unlock?
And when you're picking the characters, pick ones that are fun to use, because you have to
Yes.
use them a lot and you're not going to do your arena, no matter how good the team is. You won't just use them in arena, they will be your best team, so you will use them in a lot of different parts of the game.
You want to build your team over time and have a long-term plan. Maybe you start off with a wedge lead with bigs, and you throw in a bunch of other rebels, and then that sort of evolves into, you know, a Jin lead who's a Rogue One character, and you have Chirrut and Baze, and you keep in that wedge and bigs, and then over time you actually take out wedge and bigs as you've acquired Cassian and K2SO, and that rebel team has evolved. And you can do that with Empire, you can do that with a bunch of different factions.
The other thing is a tune, especially one that's really strong, doesn't have to be 7-star to be used in an arena team. So don't think that you have to have 7-star or else you can't use them.
Especially with, I say, tanky characters, because generally speaking, what makes a tank very good is they've got a very high amount of health and protection. Look at General Kenobi, for example. Most of his protection gain is not coming from his stars. It's coming from that gear.
One that comes to mind is Mother Talzin. She's very good at what she does. Even at 4 or 5 stars, she can do a lot of significant damage and force teams to have to use counters that they may not either have or are willing to use.
Where do mods fit into this as far as the priority in line with, like, you know, also leveling up your characters, stars, gear? How important are mods?
Mods are very important.
They're critical.
They can make or break your team. And you'll start to look at the primaries first. Particular characters do better with certain primaries. As you upgrade the mod, it gets extra secondaries. There can be a total of 4 secondaries. The squares are always going to be offensive primaries. The diamonds are always going to be defense, so there's no thinking there. The circles are always going to be health or protection. And I think everyone here can agree with me for the arrow. 9 times out of 10, you're looking for a speed arrow in that position.
Yep.
And then if you can't get a 5-dot speed arrow, put a 4-1 or a 3-dot mod, because it's very good in that position. And then for the triangles, you're looking for, you know, attackers. You're looking for something offensive, critical synergies like critical chance, critical damage, or if they have low critical chance like Talzin, maybe offense or something like that. And then the crosses or the pluses are a little bit, you know, up in the air. There's a few there. There's health, potency, and protection and potency.
Yeah. So that was, by the way, a very impressive breakdown of mods. And I mean, that was about everything you need to know about primary stats right there summed up. Let's package that and eternalize it.
How do you guys choose who you do and do not want to spend your time battling?
My suggestion is to look at what your arena team is and kind of know its strengths and weaknesses. You can go in and kind of look at other players' characters. Maybe one team has mods that are of less quality. Maybe they have less speed, for example, or they don't have 6 5-dot mods on their team. One of the teams might be easier in that regard.
If you're having a hard time winning, pay attention to the first, like, 10 seconds of your match. Those can be the most important seconds of a match. Just like Nukin said, it could be the difference of if my R2-D2 is not able to go first and then their Han is taking out my Han within a few seconds, then I need to get R2-D2 to go first so that I can protect him. So those, yeah, I would pay attention to that turn order if you're having a hard time winning battles. It makes a big difference.
You can also go in and see if they have Zetas. For example, let's say you're facing Commander Luke. Commander Luke has 3 different Zetas. But you might see that one team has a Commander Luke lead that has 3 Zetas, and another one has only 1.
Please, please, please do not believe that you can't make it to the top of your shards. I can finish number 1 or number 2 every day depending on my rotation. So I think that needs to be established.
Well, to make sure that you guys stay up on the latest meta with Squad Arena, like and subscribe to all their channels. They've all got great stuff, and they will make sure that the latest and greatest characters and the shifts in Squad Arena will be made known to you. So, guys, thank you so much for sharing your expertise, and good luck in Squad Arena, guys.